So hello everyone. In this video, we are going to learn about bench tools. Bench tools includes everything we need for measuring, marking, cutting, and shaping our work. So bench tools are simply the tools that are kept in bench, which are used for marking and cutting our workpiece. So bench tools are mainly used for some of the works that are need to be done in workshop technology. Bench tools are classified as follows. So first of all we learn about marking out tools in workshop. So the tools that are used for marking is are as follows, which includes scriber. So scriber is used for scratching lines onto workpiece. It is made up of hardened tool steel. So the figure of scriber is shown here. So scriber consists of the following parts as described in the figure. The tip or point is used to mark lines or scratch lines in our workpiece. Now moving on, we have engineer square or tri-square. So engineer square is made up of hardened tool steel. It is used for checking the shreds. It is used for checking straightness and squareness of a workpiece. It can be used for marking perpendicular lines onto a workpiece. Engineer square is mainly used for making perpendicular lines and also to check whether the workpiece that are given is straightened or not. So moving on, we have spring dividers. Spring dividers are made up of hardened tool steel. The legs are used for scribing arcs or circles into a workpiece. Now next we have punch. Punch are simply used for marking purpose. It is made up of steel rod. Generally, length is 90 mm to 150 mm and diameter is 8 mm. Punch are simply used for marking for the holes. So punch are simply used for making holes, marking holes. So moving on, we have the next surface plate. Surface plate is made up of malleable cast iron. It has been machined and scraped to a high degree of flatness. The flat surface is being used as datum surface for marking out, and for measuring purposes. If it can stand on the floor, it is called surface plate. Surface plate are simply the plate that is made up of malleable cast iron. It is generally used for machine or sculpting high degree of flatness. So if it can stand on floor, it is simply called surface plate. Now we have angle plate. An angle plate are used for supporting or setting up work vertically and are provided with holes or slots through which securing bolts can be located. It is made up of cast iron and ground to a high degree of accuracy. So the figure of angle plate is shown here. It consists of drill chunk, drill bit, steel being drilled. Suppose we have a steel which is being drilled, and securing nut and bolt. We have something to hold here. So we have something to hold the steel which is being drilled, which is known as nut and bolt, and we have angle plate, supporting packing and drilling table. So moving on, we have next bench vise. So bench vise is one of the most important tools that is used in bench tools. So bench vise is the device for holding the workpiece where most hand processed to be carried out. So bench vise is simply a tool which is used in workpiece where most of the workpiece that are to be held are used using bench vise. So the body of bench vise is made up of cast iron, while the two clamp jaws are made up of hardened tool steel. So the figure of bench vise is shown here. Now we have next thing is, how do we care for devices, or how do we care bench vise? So first of all, we should not directly impact the vice body by the hammer. We should not hit the vice by any sort of hammer. Now next is, we need to use light hammer, or light hammering can be done on and only on the anvil of the vice. To avoid over clamping, the handle of the vice should be tightened by hand only. So files. Files are the most important hand tools used for the removal of materials. They are made up of hardened high carbon steel to which a handle can be fixed. Files are categorized as follows. So there are different types of files. So for example, we have flat file, half round file, square file, round file, triangular file, needle file, and the right side image or right side figure shows how these files are used in our workplace. Now moving on to we have hand file. So hand file, the common file used for roughing and finishing. It is a rectangular in section and parallel in width. It has double cut teeth on two faces, single cut teeth on one edge and one shaved edge. Flat file. It is similar to a hand file, rectangular in section, tapered slightly in width and thickness towards the tip. It has double cut teeth on two faces and single cut teeth on two sides. Now we have half round file. The section is a chord of a circle with its taper towards the tip. It is used for forming radii, grooves, etc. and the flat side is used for finishing flat surfaces. Round file. This is a round section tapering towards the end. It is used for enlarging holes, producing internal round corners, usually double cut in larger size and single cut for the smaller size. Square file. This is this is square in section with taper towards the tip and usually double cut on all four faces. It is used for filling rectangular slots or groups. We have now three square file. It is known as triangular file. This is a triangular in section with taper towards the tip with double cut on both faces. It is used for filing corners or angles less than 90 degrees. Neural files. Neural files are a set of small files with their shapes made in a way similar to large ones. They are generally used for small and delicate works such as repair of small instruments. So this much for today. In next video, sorry. So this much for today. In next video, we are going to learn about the remaining bench tools. So see you in next one. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.